Hello, and I definitely was not ready. Hello, hi. Uh,
Hello.
I psyched myself out. Okay, yeah. Hi, hello, everyone, and welcome to Storm King's Thunder Big Boy Season.
Big boy.
Yes, episode 26. This is our Storm King's Thunder campaign set in the Forgotten Realms, featuring this lovely cast of players. I am Matthew Foreman. I am the Dungeon Master here, and we'll go around and let our players introduce themselves, They can just do it in whatever order suits them.
So I'm Tom. I'm Tom. I play. Hello, I play. I play. Fighter, drow, person. Yeah.
What's their name?
Oh, Kaiser. True.
Kaiser True. Okay, it's an interesting name.
My Twitter is Tomster something. I forget.
Yeah, we're not mutuals on Twitter, by the way, Tom. I just wanted to mention that now that we're live.
Mutuals. What's that?
Yeah, you did not. Matt. You're the only one here who doesn't follow me, and I'm not. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm just bringing it up.
Ooh.
Tomster doesn't use Twitter.
I have not been on Twitter in weeks.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
He's lying.
Damn, Tom. He doesn't like me.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's rude.
Yeah,
I tried to be.
Just flamed me in the DMs earlier. Yeah. You know.
I did
I
not.
got 40.
I did not.
He said, "Oh hell, it's Tom," in the stream earlier. I was like, "Okay, cool."
It was meant to say, "Oh hello." I fixed it.
Mm-hmm. Next.
Hello, I'm Casanova. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Casanova Hots or here at Dice PR's Big Boy Season on Fridays. Wow, playing Big Bay Season, playing Lucius Cavalarius, the human bard. Yeah, generally on my channel I play a lot of Legends of Runeterra, which some of you may have gotten to catch a stream because Matt was gracious enough to host me, and a lot of you hung out and stuck around for a bit, and that was really cool, so thank you for that. But glad to see you guys again here, and excited to play some D&D.
Awesome.
Alright. Next.
Hello, my name is Crowan. I play TFT usually, but I'm playing D&D now. I play Zane Korakai from Mirabar. And next.
Nice, beautiful. I love the, I'm on this channel, and, I play D&D right now. Just in case anyone was confused.
In case they didn't know that we did this.
Maybe I just do the intro, then I peace out of here,
Da-da-da.
Hello, I'm Faye. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Faye, where I do everything TFT related and play lots of D&D as well.
Do you play?
Today I'm playing.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
And today I'm playing Aubrey Harper.
Do you play D&D here at 9:30 p.m.?
It turns out I do, yeah.
Wow, huge, crazy. Last but not least.
Hi, I'm May. I play Alisa Seleniari, an Asmar druid who is 16 years old now. Because that's how time and aging works.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
And I also play D&D on this channel at 9:30 p.m. Pacific on Friday nights. So catch me here every Friday at 9:30 playing D&D.
Except for when we have cancellations like we always do. Shit, Friday nights are packed. All right, so yeah, I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I stream D&D on this channel, as you might have noticed. I'm doing it right now. And that's me, so I will now do the recap. Oh, I wanted to mention we did meet our Glitterbeard. We set up a very short bit goal for one of the board members, Rob. He will now have a Glitterbeard at some point, and thank you those of you who donated for the bits for the Glitterbeard. Our new one will be for additional content, but it is a subscriber-based goal. Once we get 45 more additional subscribers, we will run a Space Potato one-shot. Some people from DP will.
Space potato.
Yeah.
Space potato?
Yes, space potato.
I like both those things.
Space potatoes? No way!
Yep, space potatoes are a thing.
How come Tom doesn't have to have a glitter beard?
He doesn't have a... Well...
He does. I think that something has to happen, and then if we get it, that Tom has to do glitter beard.
Alright.
And
We'll
cast
do
a
a
glitter
glitter beard.
mustache.
Glitter gut mustache, glitter fro, glitter mustache, glitter beard.
Okay.
I feel like that
okay,
sounds like
okay.
that's my life. That's
Yeah,
my
let's
like
just all be
aesthetic.
fake creatures, actually.
Yes.
Every single one of us.
Yes.
Yeah, let's workshop it. Anyway, so when we last left our heroes, they had just journeyed to the Eye of the Allfather, a kind of ancient giant construct in search of the Oracle to give them the advice, to give them the advice that only a sage of the ages, like the Oracle of the Eye of the Allfather, could. They arrived there after evading, quote unquote, the airship, an airship that they believed to have Copperhead on it, and search this ancient and massive superstructure, only to be kind of roughed up by the magical traps and defenses of the temple, and they got hit twice by a boulder.
Yeah, roughed up. I'm not sure it was really driving home how bad it was.
Yeah, I almost killed all of them, but it's fine. And they eventually, though, were able to find the thing that they needed to access the Oracle, who answered their questions regarding the prophecies and the matters at hand. Once they departed from the Oracle of the Eye of the Allfather, they were set upon by an ancient red dragon, Clouth, and an ancient blue dragon, Imrith, who apparently have temporarily allied themselves to accomplish their goals. They fled the temple, Harshnag sacrificing himself by caving in the kind of dilapidated roof in the temple, the boulders crashing down on the party. They narrowly escaped, only to be shocked a little bit by Imrith's breath weapon, which I believe one or two of you went unconscious. And then you went out to pass the entrance, escaping the wreckage of the Eye of the Allfather to be set upon, kind of chasing Copperhead and her two assailants. She teleported and dimension doored herself up to her airship and flew away, but not before dropping a silver object into the darkness cast by Zane Koragai. And we pick back up, kind of still in media res, as they say, on the snowy, lonely cliff of what used to be where the Eye of the Allfather once stood. Heroes, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna get the object.
Okay, it's currently in a cloud of darkness, I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I have to go try and find the object. I have blind sight, so.
Oh,
need to
that's
see
right.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I guess I gotta go get the object.
So Rod's like running away, and then Lucius just turns around and starts running towards the thing.
Yes.
It's kind of like it's a slow turn. You know, the thing flies in, and I'll catch up, and I go get it.
As you kind of search around in the darkness and reach the silver object, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I needed to.
Is anyone within 20 feet of Casanova?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
No.
yeah.
This could be real bad, y'all.
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen.
I knew it was gonna happen too, but you know.
1 second. I do not have my shit together. So go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw whenever you get a chance.
19.
Okay, just give me a second because I am not.
Oh, I didn't even add enough. That's 22.
Okay, so you take 33 points of fire damage, halved from 66.
That's fine. I'm just down.
There's a kind of a massive explosion as a fireball just shoots out everywhere, and the cliff part that you were on, that she was departing from, her airship was hanging over, kind of sinks, and Lucius's unconscious body sinks with it as the cliff begins to enter into a ravine. You're gonna go ahead and take one death saving throw.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
You hear an explosion come from that area, so
You do.
I would assume
Drop.
to hear it.
I would drop darkness to see what had happened.
Yeah, because the darkness is big enough to encapsulate. So the darkness fades and the explosion goes out, you see the remnants of that fireball and the cliffside kind of sink in from the damage and start to fall into not like a massive chasm, but a ravine. And you see Lucius's unconscious body go with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Look towards where
I'll be running towards. Yeah.
what's it called? Where the oracle was, and that whole building, that whole temple, or there are dragons coming after us.
It does not yet. Doesn't seem to be that they've made it out. It is collapsed in, and you remember it was a massive structure, and it just seemed to crumble like a flan on a cupboard whenever Harshnag slammed that statue in the center.
So they haven't appeared to gotten out of that yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Run over to where the sound was.
Yeah, I mean, I did say, I'll catch up, and you guys saw me walk back towards it, and then there's an explosion. So it's pretty clear what happened.
I mean, I'm running. I'm going.
Yes. If you look over there, I mean, it's no great feat. There is now he's about 20 feet down from where you are all standing, as this piece of cliffside is settled on a ledge in this ravine.
Aubrey will use spider climb on herself to go try to get down to him.
You're able to climb down where he is, and as you settle on the this kind of dilapidated cliffside, you can feel the kind of rubble in the structure uneven, and it kind of moves beneath your feet if you settle on it. And you worry about the stability and how long you have.
We'll try to carefully make her way to Lucius to try and cure wounds him.
Okay, it's a dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay.
What the Heidi hell?
15.
15, you say. That's actually enough. You're able to wander over, and the rubble moves beneath your feet. Rocks fall further into this deeper ravine, and but you're now adjacent and can touch Lucius Cavaliers.
Reach out and cast level 1 cure wounds on him.
Go ahead and roll it. In the meantime, can you go ahead and make me a death saving throw, Lucius?
Yeah.
Before she gets to heal you. Just to make sure you don't roll a 1.
Oh, there it is.
You got another character cast or what?
Not on deck.
Well,
I can make one pretty fast.
just make one real quick.
As
Matt
you
trolled you.
as you go ahead and cast the cure wounds, you see that it has no effect. Lucius lies as a corpse on this unstable rubble overlooking this ravine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's dead. That's just, I mean, Aubrey, what's wrong?
Lucius is... I think he might be dead.
Well,
I tried to heal him and it didn't work.
Can you try again?
I try to heal him then, I guess.
This has no effect.
Okay, I tried to heal him and nothing happened. What's going on?
Try to grab him, perhaps, and we have to keep getting out of here.
Yeah, this one Kaiser would have jumped down.
Oh.
All right, I'm good. All right, Kaiser, go down.
Sorry, I was checking something. Go ahead and make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Yes, my specialty. It is not, in case you're curious.
Careful on the ground.
Okay, it's my specialty.
You are good. You land next to his lifeless body.
Just shake him. Thank you, Matt.
Try to get him up on
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
stable ground.
carry him.
Okay. You need to make a dexterity. Actually, I'll say this is athletic strength.
We take those.
Aubrey will try to help as best she can.
Okay.
She probably has more even footing since she has better flame on.
Oh, thank you for the help.
Oh my god.
Real bad if I didn't get any help. I would have double killed him. I would have fell back and RKO'd him by accident.
How much health do you have?
I have like 80 something.
Okay. So
No,
you
30. 38. 38.
Okay, well, let's just be glad that you didn't roll a natural one.
Yeah.
So with the advantage and with Aubrey's assistance, and therefore, Aubrey, you're also going along, you're able to climb out of this ravine using the abilities of spider climb. Aubrey's spider climb reaching back, pulling you up, moving up, and you get out of the unstable ground, carrying Lucius's body.
Do we have any revival magics? I've been told about a lot of things that could happen on the battlefield like this, and I don't know if anyone has anything about this.
I do not know.
I
do not know.
I tried what I could do.
We're not going to make it to a person in time.
What do you mean?
In the notes that I was given, there is a time limit on these sorts of things. And I don't think there's someone that we can get to in range to bring him back. If you're paying close enough attention, I'm sure Kaiser would have a tier or two.
I don't. What do we do then? I mean, there are other magics though that don't have as short of a time limit, though. Correct?
If there are, I don't know about them.
Well, either way, I mean, let's try to do something, right? What's are we even close to? We don't have Harshnag anymore. We are.
Yeah, we need to move. There is 2 dragons behind us. Harshnag was distracting them, but we do not know how long he could, so we should be moving.
It's just keep going.
Do we know where we're going?
Oh.
All right, I see the, and I just keep moving, I guess.
We're all stunned.
Harshnag did help you a good ways up here, but with Aubrey's incredible intellect and Alisa's naturalist instincts, they will be able to. I'm going to say, Alisa, go ahead and roll survival with advantage.
Okay.
Not quite the right music for this. I actually like it just fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Can't be helped. That
Can't be
happens.
helped. The dice were not in your favor.
They were not. That's
No.
alright.
That's not what I wanted to do.
That's not what I wanted to happen.
But you see a knight. Yeah. Okay.
It works out.
Either way, it works. So you're able to navigate at least away from the eye of the Allfather. So what is your intent? Where are you trying to go? Back where you came from?
South, I would
Okay.
assume.
South?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the cold mountain north.
Frozen North.
I gotta break a razor dust, see if it restarts my heart.
Just fucking put that. It's fucking.
It has some random effects.
That's so funny.
No one knows I have it.
No one knows he has it. No one knows he has
Oh
it.
wow!
We about to find out.
Yeah, after we loot your corpse, I guess.
Your chickens are coming up to roost, Lucius.
Yeah, I mean, Alisa, tries to, I don't know, can I medicine check him?
Medicine
like-
check does
He
not
is-
restore life.
He is dead.
He's dead. I don't know. To see
Unfortunately.
if I don't know. I know, but I don't have
It's
revenge
not. I mean,
by.
yeah.
You do per the UA expanded rules that I said y'all could crib, but you wouldn't have prepared it, unfortunately.
I did not prepare it. There's none.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, he's
It's
dead.
D&D.
Like it's D&D. People die. It just happens.
It's okay.
Lucius, no, man.
There's ways you guys could bring me back. It's possible, we know, but it's okay.
That's a good idea. Alyssa's crying. She's freaking out. She's like wailing, wailing woman status, just like Lucius, no, Lucius.
Yeah.
I
So we're just like quietly walking down south with just like
I'm screaming.
sniffles every so often, screaming. Yeah.
Same like wants to try to comfort Alisa, but just like
Yeah. Like.
Avery is trying to comfort her, but probably not being very successful.
I start. How do I do this? Maybe I can ask my friends. Maybe they can do something.
yeah. I mean, you could
Maybe. I don't.
you could try.
You know the limitations of your friends more than we do, so.
They are very powerful. They seem like they can do a lot of things, but they usually only see them when I'm sleeping. So how do we sleep? I don't know. Somebody.
How do we sleep? If you need to talk to them, if you need to sleep, then we can break, I guess. Would you like to try?
I feel I don't know what else to do. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Like, if we give up now, he's dead. But like, are there other options? Can we take him somewhere? Do you guys know like other magics that'll work? Can we just like?
I only know of
Bring him back to
the one
life?
that works just on the battlefield after a short amount of time. I don't know about long-term revival magic.
Maybe there's something in his bags that'll help.
I don't see what would help.
I've heard of longer term magics, but not one that is easily accessible, readily available by any means. I don't know how you would come across something of the sort.
No.
I don't think I know anyone who is able to do that. I've only heard stories, tales of such things. I mean, maybe at least all your friends can help, but if not, I mean, Lucius is...
He's gone.
Yeah.
No, I refuse. I refuse to let him be gone. He can't.
So just like looking...
Keep walking. Yeah.
Zane's like looking to Kaiser and Aubrey, like not knowing how to explain the concept of finality and death to Alisa.
I mean, yeah, maybe he's not gone, but maybe as a person he is gone. Maybe he's still watching you right now
What does that even mean?
from the other plane, from death.
What even happened? I don't understand.
I mean, curiosity, I guess, happened. They dropped an object, and maybe he had an idea that it wasn't something destructive, but it seemed it was the opposite of what he believed.
I had hoped he would not go back for it. As soon as he did, I should have stopped the darkness, so he
mean,
could have seen it. I should have.
No, I don't think that would have stopped him. I think it was more his hope for Maya, maybe. And it was misfounded, I think.
Hope for what?
Redemption.
How?
I just,
After, all of this time, I mean, I don't.
Humans, not even humans, people, creatures, things are strange. One time they might love you even, and sometimes they might try to kill you.
Those are very extreme differences, loving and killing.
They're both the extremes of each angle, but the idea is there that people can change. People are not what you see them. People are dynamic. People are weird.
Love can certainly blind someone to someone's true nature as well.
I believe he hoped that their true nature was not this, but it appears that even if it wasn't, whatever she exuded during this time was what did him in. Yeah.
I just can't shake the feeling that we should have stopped him.
I don't think you would have. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have, but I think it is too late for maybes, what ifs, and could haves, right? Maybe not.
I mean, yeah, sure, it is too late. Lucius is dead, but you can't just erase these thoughts.
There, in what my parents had given me, there is you would be surprised how many soldiers believe they could have done more in their time. And a very important thing that is taught to you is that a lot of things are not in your control. A lot of things are chance, a lot of things are random. And if you keep staying on those things that were out of your control, you will descend into something less than what you were.
I don't care. We have to save Lucius. He can't be gone.
There's a way you want to try, you can, but I don't know of any ways, and it is admirable to hold on, but it's not a given. It's not a for sure, you know.
Alisa sits on the ground and closes her eyes and starts mentally screaming in her head for the Fae and the Summer Court.
Okay. You are calling out to your friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is gonna get real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this is the music.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Music.
out in the cold, lonely steppes of this, you'll make your way after, you want to get a good distance away.
Yeah.
And you basically find your way back to that old lonely ruin where you fought the Remoras, where you camped a night.
Mm-hmm.
And here in the absolute bitter cold, as you try to stay warm, and Alisa, as you call out to the Fae Spirit, you do fall unconscious in the cold. Unfortunately, this time, there's only one figure. You're not in the summer woods at the wonderful party that you're used to. Instead, you are somewhere very cold, an endless expanse, a plain of unending cold. You're in some hollowed temple whose supplicants turn away from you as you stand there. And only that winter fae, that more feminine figure of that duo that you usually encounter, is standing there. She looks up, surprised to see you. Oh. You're... What are you doing here?
I need your help. Something happened to Lucius, and he died, and nothing that we could do could heal him. And we need help. I need to save him.
You need him brought back to life?
Yes. I don't have the power to do it myself. I would do anything to bring Lucius back to life.
I know you would. Lucius. I might be able to help, but my powers in this realm are very particular.
Particular how?
The gift of life, bringing people back from the claws of death has never been my gift. But there are other ways for a creature to persist once dead.
Okay, just anything. We'll do whatever we need to do to save Lucius. Do we need to get something? Do we need to find someone?
No. It's not necessary. But we are governed by old magics here, and nothing in this world is for free. You know that.
Yes. But I'll pay anything. I'll do anything. I'll give anything.
Okay. She stretches out a hand. Come with me.
Alisa takes her hand and comes with her.
In a kind of blurring puff of winter and white, your eyes open up and you're in the lonely steps of this ruin surrounded by your friends. Lucius' unconscious body, probably laying on some kind of bedroll, fur surrounding him, trying to keep his body warm. And thank you, Samwise, for the host. The rest of the party, you see now Alisa return to consciousness, and standing beside her is this woman with this pale white skin. You can almost see through her at moments, and it kind of shines like almost as if she's made out of gemstone or diamonds. She has jet black hair that stands kind of straight up, and she wears a robe of starlight. Her hair has a little simple blue and silver tiara, and she stands before you in her kind of elven fae form in the cold dead of winter up here in these mountains. And she looks down at Lucius's body. Alisa has asked me, and she speaks to the rest of the party. Alisa has asked me to intervene.
Is that something that you are able to do?
In a way. In my own way.
What do you intend to do?
Winter does not give life. But it can keep things from moving on. I can give your friend here, if he agrees to it, a a semblance of life. He'll be restored to consciousness. He'll be in control of his own faculties. He'll have his memories. But he won't age. And he won't be alive.
The natural sort of life.
Some would say.
And you intend to ask him?
I have to. I would never bring back your friend as a simple zombie. That's not what's requested here today.
Though that life may be different than what should be alive, at the end of the day, if it is how he wishes to continue, then I am fine with whatever.
You see her look over to Lucius's body, and she kind of turns up a hand. And as it does, Lucius, kind of like a marionette, sits up and then stands up. And Lucius, you are granted just this kind of window back into the world where you can kind of, it's gray and it's hazy. You can kind of make out a very rough sketch of what's going on. But you are you. And you're aware of what's happened. You see your friends, and you see this Fey woman standing there in the ruins of this, on this lonely, cold mountain.
That's what death is like.
I'm afraid so.
If you're surrounded by your friends, it's not half bad.
How is the afterlife, Lucius?
Oh, so this is not it.
Not yet.
We brought you back.
Not yet.
It's rather
Why?
cold.
I assumed it'd be.
Zane just walks forward slowly towards where Lucius is standing and just says, Why? Why did you go?
I had to know.
Was it worth it?
Well, in hindsight, of course not. But at the time,
Zane just like shakes his head and turns around and like walks a good like 10 paces away.
Get flamed for dying.
it's hard for you all to understand why I did it. And I'm sorry to put that undue burden on the rest of you. was
It's fine. You
selfish.
can come back now, Lucius.
What do you mean?
We didn't want to let you go. I refused to let you die, so I asked my friends to help. And she brought you back. But she says that you have to decide whether you want to stay this way or not.
Stay in what way? You said I'm just like looking through this right now. I'm not like actually inhabiting my body really.
It's like
Yeah.
the sunken place.
Yeah.
Just kind of, yeah.
Oh, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
jeez.
God. Yikes. All right. I don't think so, but okay, maybe it is. All right. Yes, you are inhabiting you're inhabiting your body in a sense. You're mostly looking through your eyes, and you're being strung up like a marionette.
Well, I mean, I can't move or anything. This seems not so good.
They said they would bring you back. If you agreed to their terms, you would be able to move, think, be, but you would not be considered alive. You would be undead, I would assume.
Rather selfish stunt I pulled, and I'd be coming back as something else.
Yeah. It's up for you to choose.
But do you want me to come back?
That is up for you. You being back would be nice, but there is a part of you that has definitely changed from when I knew you. And I have changed as well.
Alisa, you did all this. I don't want to. I think it would be selfish of me not to come back. You did so much.
I mean, you have to do what you want to do, Lucius, but at least now we can say goodbye. But I feel like you should. Why not? Why wouldn't you come back? You have so many things to do, and what is everybody gonna do without you? And who's gonna watch Kaiser?
It's true. He does need somebody to watch over him. You can probably see the smallest smile, whatever smile is possible, comes off Lucius' face.
She said you'd never age. Isn't that nice? Wouldn't you like that, Lucius?
That would be nice. We do have a certain Duke we need to stop, don't we?
We just found out about the prophecy. There's all of our questions are answered, and I don't think we can do it without you.
There's too much I have left unfinished. What are your terms?
When Matt goes like this, you know it's like.
Oh no!
We don't play on cams for my campaign maid, but that's my favorite look. That's the one.
Whoa.
The Lady of Winter stands there and looks at you. There's this kind of pregnant pause. In your current life path before now, your soul was bound and determined to go to the lower planes. Hell would have claimed you. If I bring you back this way, when you die, your soul will be claimed in the name of the Fey Dark and in the land of winter. So, you must renounce your infernal heritage.
Matt.
That is part 1. Part 2. The only ones I bring back, the only thing I can bring back, my domain, is vengeance. Your unlife would persist. Only until those who have wronged you have drawn their last breath, and then you would be ready to move on. The third condition. During that time, and until only that time, it'd be very difficult to get rid of you. You would be... No. I believe the term is revenant.
Well, I see a couple problems with this deal. First off, I know at least one very, very angry devil that's gonna be even more upset if this is the way it goes. Number 2, I don't hold hatred in my heart for anyone anymore. Will I be forced to feel these feelings?
The vengeance is the only thing that can animate you. If it's not your hatred, let it be mine.
Look at Alisa. If I come back, it can cause all kinds of problems for us. For you. Are you sure you want me back? You're muted, by the way, Alisa.
How could things get any worse than they are right now?
I can think of a few ways.
I can think of a few as well.
I don't care. Whatever happens, Lucius. You're stuck with me and I'm stuck with you.
I accept it. You've gone through all this, you need to know. And then make your decision. This whole time, I have had the drugs from the Zentrum. I took them from them, and I hid them away. And I've carried them this whole time. I did this because I've been recovering from an addiction to razor dust. I've tried to keep it away, but I've relapsed a few times traveling with you all. Do you still want me back knowing that I've lied to you all this time? I say this because I care about you all deeply. And I don't want the chance to hurt you again. But if knowing this, you want me to come back, I will come back and help you with a renewed vigor. And I won't stop until we've completed our goals. But this decision is not just for me to decide. And while I may have the final say, it is all of your thoughts that I care about the most. This was my fault, not any of yours.
Well, as far as razor dust goes, why do you think I was trying to find something to help somebody deal with the razor dust? It's not like it's the first time I've seen someone handling it before.
Zane takes a few deep breaths and walks a few paces back towards where everyone else is gathered and looks for like a long few moments at Lucius and asks, why after these things that we have been through, is it because you do not trust us? That you would keep things that are dangerous to you, to us, to everyone?
Precisely the opposite. I finally felt like I had people who trusted me and I trusted and that I cared for the first time in a long time. And I felt as though this vice, this bane that I had, would make me lose all of you. So I was scared and I hid it away. There's no excuse for it. It was wrong. And I should have never done it. But that's the reason. It was never because I didn't trust you all. I trusted you all with my life every day. And I still do. I trust you all with my life more so now than ever. I trust you so much that if you wanted me to not live anymore, that would be okay with me. And it would be a fitting end to our story.
I thought I trusted you too, Lucius. But right now I do not know. You say it is partly right, partly our decision, but it does not feel like it. Especially with knowing what I know now.
The Lady of Winter continues to speak. So, let's be clear. You come back as undead. Your soul belongs to the Fey Dark and the Land of Winter. And your tethers are those that have led you to this fate. You should know their names before you agree. You may not want to kill them now. But when I bring you back, you will. You won't be able to focus on anything else. Copperhead. Imrith. And the Drow woman. She looks over to Kaiser. She looks back at Lucius.
Kaiser's a poker face bitch.
There's something you should also know. The Fae are treacherous creatures. And while I may not interfere with our terms or contracts, others from my court just might. There is no trust in this contract, only its terms. Do you accept?
kind of staring at Alisa, I guess. Or looking towards Alisa. Kind of looking across the rest of the party.
Zane just avoids eye contact.
I just stare back.
I suppose I don't deserve to rest. So let me help solve the problems of this land. Bring me back.
The Lady of Winter just stares at you for a little while. What I'm about to visit upon you is a power I don't take lightly. I have no joy in it. Not even sure I believe in it anymore. But we all have our role to play. And what this is a cruel imitation of life. She turns around, and as she does, there's this kind of squall of winter that meets her back. A really stiff breeze of cold. Kind of snow blinds you all for a second. And when it passes, she's gone. And you have control of your body. You can feel your heart not beating in your chest. Your skin is cold and will never warm. Your lips have this kind of purplish hue to them. You're undead.
Lucius! She runs over and hugs him.
Kind of like stunned for a second, but then kind of pulls her in. So sorry, child.
Everyone leaves me, don't leave.
I'm here for you. I will not leave again until you're ready for me to. I will protect you.
Do you feel it yet?
I feel nothing. And I will pull the razor dust from my bag and, like, I guess hurling it's probably not. Well, it's in a bag. It shouldn't be
Throw the bag.
I'm gonna just hurl the razor dust off. I don't know if there's like a ledge that we're near or something. Just
Yeah, you toss it, and on its way down, it slams into something and scatters into the wind.
Hopefully there's no like upwind. Kind of blows back
We
in
all
the
just
face.
get addicted.
Good.
I won't be needing that anymore.
Now that you've chosen, you should know what you're going to feel. Vengeance is, in a lack of symbolism, vengeance is a drug. It is something that once it becomes a pit in your stomach, needs to be sated. Unless there is forgiveness. But it seems that with your deal, there is no forgiveness.
Yes, I've already felt it once, and I've felt forgiveness to follow. The feeling will return, but I've experienced abating desire. So I'll do my best to stay here as long as I can and help you all succeed in your goals. Plus, let's be honest, killing a Mirith before I die is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Aubrey will also give a hug to Lucius, and then she'll also whisper, "You made the right choice. They aren't ready to lose somebody, including Zane, despite how you might feel right now."
Kind of like hold her tight when she whispers that and let her go.
Can you walk? Should we continue down the mountain?
Just kind of crack my neck and move a little bit, walk. Seems like I can probably walk.
Alright, where are we going?
Well, the slag pit seems like a grand place to go.
Out of this rather cold, desolate northern landscape would be nice.
I quite like the cold.
I used to hate it. It doesn't bug me much anymore, I guess.
So, does anyone know where the slag pits are?
It's iron slag.
Iron slag. Sorry. Slag pits from WoW, I think. I think that's where I'm getting that from.
Yeah. As you all begin to descend down the mountain, knowing that you at least want to return to the road's a good ways away, but the path that you were once on, Lucius, fucking fake.
Hey!
The cold never bothered me anyway.
I was thinking that too. It's like that's such a roundabout way to say that, but like, fuck.
Oh my god. Lucius, as you all bed down for camp on the first night, returning to the road below, you feel this kind of flash in your mind, and these three kind of poles enter your mind, and you can sense the distance and direction of three creatures, and you know who they are. And you have a strange sensation in your mouth where it's like adrenaline almost, but your body no longer produces adrenaline. And you have this kind of cotton mouth sensation of thirst. And you all are making camp for the night.
Sane just kind of sets up his tent if there is a tent, but sets up his own whatever and just kind of goes into it and doesn't really talk to anybody.
Can I even sleep?
Nope, you don't sleep.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'll just kind of step away from camp and just stand there and stare off into the distance.
I just go to sleep. It's been a rough day.
I'll watch over them for the night.
fire you set up kind of crackles in the distance. The cold wind blows through this this very quiet, for the first time since you all have been on the road, this very quiet campsite. And, well, you wake up the next morning.
Yeah, I mean, just do the OG. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know what that meant.
It's meant to imply that Kaiser would have gotten up early to like exercise, because that's strength needs to make sure he doesn't get rusty. But
Right, you got to keep doing 1/10 of phase damage.
exactly.
So I believe you all. I don't know if you have any sense where Iron Slag is, unfortunately. Lucius, you can feel the Drow woman is to the east. You can feel that Imrith is to the east. And Copperhead. Let me double check. Is to the southeast.
Did you say direction and how far, or just direction?
Direction.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Because I think, yeah, that would make sense. I just, for some reason, had in my head you said something about how far, so I was like...
Oh, distance and direction, yeah.
Oh, shit, okay. How far is the Drow one?
Well, let me check.
5 feet.
You don't have to tell me an exact...
No. I've got the map set up.
Okay,
Don't
alright.
don't
If you can tell me the exact...
She's 410 miles.
Oh.
Oh, it's not that bad.
That's pretty far.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Oh.
Imrith is 600 miles.
Oh shit, she made ground.
Dragon.
She can teleport.
Yeah.
And then,
Copperhead can't be that far.
Copperhead is 300 miles away.
Copperhead can be very far away from us.
See, told you not that bad.
Did she teleport too? Airship get 300 miles that fast?
The airship cannot travel that fast.
That's what I thought, yeah. Seems a little bit far.
Actually, no, airship would travel exactly that fast.
300 miles. Yeah, if it goes...
Because you slept 8 hours, traveled.
Yeah.
10 miles, yeah. Well, no, not that fast, but it gets some distance. But no, I will say an airship, no, cannot get that far. It can get far, not that far.
How'd you sleep? That's Kaiser, because Kaiser's the one waking up early.
As well as one can sleep out here.
I'll miss sleep.
It is nice, but being able to not sleep sounds like a boon as much of a bane.
You would see it that way, too. Tactical advantage it is. Not sleeping. I was starting to enjoy the simple pleasures, like a nice nap.
Yeah, that's all we did back then.
Enjoy the simple things.
Hmm.
I miss it. I wish I had never left.
So, the ones you're hunting. What do you feel towards them?
You know, it doesn't feel like hatred, or what it used to feel like. It just feels like an instinct, like an itch that you can't scratch.
I guess it's different for everyone.
It's rather uncomfortable, to be honest.
That would, yeah, makes sense. We need to find out where the iron slag is.
I think we've established the Drow woman's your mother, yeah?
I believe so.
Well, I hope I don't have to complete all the tasks.
Don't worry. I'll probably be assisting you in your task.
Well, if it needs to be done, that makes it easier for me then. She's very far east. I feel them always. This Maya can never sneak up on us again.
Yes, that'd be great. She always has the freedom to do that, it seems. Now, there is something unnatural that she cannot deal with.
Do you think your mother would be near the iron slabs?
At a time, probably. Now, maybe.
Well, I'm sure there's someone who knows where they are.
Yes.
Whether it's giants or the Harpers or someone else. Though I don't think I could accompany you all to the Harpers.
Yeah.
They didn't like me in life. I doubt they're gonna like me in death.
Makes sense.
Anyways, this will take some getting used to. I'm sure it will for all of you too. I'm sorry again, Kaiser.
You chose what you chose. And if I may ask something I had just said about my mother, don't tell anyone else. I believe them knowing is a weakness to me.
It's our secret, Kaiser. Didn't want to keep many of those anymore, but if it's for you, then I will.
You learn a lot when you're trapped in a cage. You learn that perhaps people don't change. And lots of things that we have encountered have reinforced and been the opposite, so I'm stuck. But all I know is towards my mother there is a pit in my stomach that weighs me down until I can either get a form of closure, whether that be change in her or the death of her. I do not know yet. I just hope that my hands are steady.
If they can't be, I'll study them for you.
Well, Iron Sags aren't coming to us, so we should wake them up. They've slept long enough.
I agree. Let's get ready to move.
let's go. So, how do you? So you all get stirred to wake in the morning by Kaiser and Lucius.
Good morning, Lucius. Did you sleep? Can you sleep?
I don't think I can anymore. But it could have just
See?
been a rough night.
She has like a piece of paper out and taking notes.
I know I didn't sleep last night.
Do you mind if I try something?
Sure, be my guest.
Do I have a dagger on me?
Fucking stab me.
Stabbing. How do you feel?
I'm sure she has something sharp to poke you with.
I have a dagger. Would you like my dagger?
Oh. Do you have a dagger by chance?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yes, I do. What do you need it for? And I hand you a dagger.
May I see your hand?
I think I see where this is going.
Poke.
Well, alright. Put out my
That-
hand.
Did that hurt?
Do you like poke me, or do you just like
Just
stab
like a,
me
just
through
like
the
a
hand?
poke. You know,
Okay.
like a prick on the finger.
Okay.
Did
I
that
don't know
hurt?
if I feel it.
Matthew, does he bleed?
Matt, do I feel being poked by a dagger? Does it feel like a...
Yes, you experience pain.
Nah, alright.
Yep, you you take a point of damage.
Ow, fuck. Yeah.
Okay, so you felt
Still,
that? Is it bleeding?
still feel that.
It bleeds, but not, like it doesn't like thimble up like you would expect it. Like it's more like a scratch, even though you've pricked him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So and then it closes, heals.
Very fascinating. Alright, thank you. Here's your dagger back. I may have more tests in the future.
You may do whatever you wish.
Who knows, maybe there's a way to get around some of this magic. Science is magic in its own way.
You truly make me believe that every day.
Did y'all take your extended rest?
Yeah.
Yeet.
Just making sure. I don't have the D&D Beyond overlay up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, I see. Okay, you did? Y'all took an extended rest?
Yeah.
I didn't. I did it now. I did it now.
I'm
Actually-
seeing...
Actually, did I? I mean,
Zane
actually,
and Zane. Oh, yes, you did. Zane,
Okay.
Lucius, Alisa. I'm seeing some health bars. Okay, there you go. Yeah, thank you. A long rest. Excuse me. 4th edition, extended rest, whatever. Okay. So I didn't want to step on any role play in the morning. But just so you know, the task before you is figuring out where the iron slags are.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Where
So
it
do-
be?
Any of us have any idea what these iron slugs are?
I mean, I could ask someone. Do we know someone who does?
Do you think Bruno would know?
Well, we could certainly ask. I'll cast Sending on Brunor. Battle Hammer.
Okay.
Hey, Brunor, we've found your Dawn Titan. It's in the, Iron Slags, housed by one Duke Zolto. You know where that is?
Hi, Lucius, is that you? Laddie, yes, Iron Slag It is the nickname given to a place. It's north. It's far north. It's north in the Silver Marshes, northeast of Citadel Felbar. And he says, "My cousins there can help you."
Okay.
So far away.
So
It's super fucking far away.
I will relay that information. It's northeast of Citadel Felbar. Bruno says he's got cousins there that can help. I think I know where that is, because that's close to Everland, right?
No.
Oh.
Sure. The fuck. I mean, it's sort of more closer to Everland than where you are, but so if you look at the map,
It's like
which,
further east, isn't it?
yeah, if you look at the map that I have on roll 20 for you, Citadel Felbar's right there. I pinged it, and it should shift you over.
Well, that's kind of close to Everland.
It's several hundred miles away from Everland, but yes, it's close. It is 150 miles away from Everland, but you are 350 miles overland if you could literally fly there.
I can fly.
You can for
I
limited...
know. I was just saying. I was thinking I'm a smartass. Sorry.
It's me. I fly. I can.
It's me.
Between you and Citadel Felbar, many settlements and establishments, a straight path leads you through some pretty steep odds, to say the least. Fell Pass, the Frost Hills, Moonwood, and the Silver Moon Pass, or whatever mountain range that is. Fell Pass, obviously not great news. The marches there and things like that. The Frost Hills, trolls and demons and devils lurk in these wilder parts. The Moonwood is said to be home to any number of monstrosities and things that would like to, eat you. But you see the map, and there are other paths. You could head back to civilization and try to find a different way. You know, Lucius, that Everland has a series of teleportation circles and transportation services.
Yeah.
Uber airship.
I am aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm also aware that Everland has my adopted parents in the Harpers.
Yeah, your daddy issues.
They died with me.
Your issues may have died, but their issues with you haven't.
Fair.
So, yeah, y'all need to figure out how you're gonna get to Citadel Felbar.
So we could go through Everland, and they do have the teleportation circles. I'm not sure that I can go there, but I can hide myself. Tend to be someone else.
How long will it take us to get there
It's gonna take quite a while.
if we go by road?
Bad mapping this shit out.
Oh, really?
700
Fucking
miles.
long time.
It's like a time skip sort of long time.
Yes.
We could try and go through the woods. I wouldn't suggest Fell Pass in the Frost Hills, but maybe we
That
could go
doesn't
through
sound
the
fun.
Lurkwood. At least we'd have your friends.
Yeah, that's how we came last time, right?
You
We
saw
also had a giant with us.
true.
No.
Oh.
Yes. No, didn't we go through these woods to get to...
No, you went through Neverwinterwood.
Mm-hmm. To get the gun
okay.
program. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like we should maybe... I think that my friends are on cooldown, so...
Oh, okay.
You were
Makes sense. Makes sense.
You're exactly right.
So, we shouldn't ask them.
Going by
It did
land.
just bring me back to life. I guess that's fair.
By land is probably going to take quite a long time. It might be best trying to get back to a town and try and see if we can maybe get services of teleportation.
I've never teleported before. That sounds fun.
It is fun.
Oh, what does it feel like? Are you conscious of your body as it gets magically transported from one place to the next? Do you feel yourself being broken apart in tiny little pieces as it sends you? How does it send you across all that space? Is it magic? Is it like a door, or like do you get like really small and then you fly really fast through everything, or what?
It's magic.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead, explain it.
Great explanation.
I do not personally know exactly how it works, but I'm sure if we find someone who can
Right,
use that.
That if you should not be tense during it, you should not have any limbs outside of the teleportation circle.
That's true.
Diagon Alley.
Diagonally.
It is sort of a blink and you miss it type of thing.
Sorry. That got me.
That's what it was. That's what they were describing.
They were. All
Alright, well, where can we get teleported at then?
Do I know of anywhere that would link to Everland?
Mirror bar.
Okay.
Can we go back there?
You can go back to Mirror.
Mirabar has a way to go back to Everland.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just go back to Mirror.
It's safe to go back to Mirabaz?
Yeah, I'm sure we're fine.
Well, didn't we have to get out of Mirror very quickly because there was a wizard who thought I was a cat? Lenny Two Shoes? Does anyone else remember this?
I thought Nanny was captured.
I don't know exactly where the circle in Mirabar is, but I would presume that the Martian is the one who controls it.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Do you know
Muffin Man.
Zane Korkai Mirror?
No.
Damn.
Damn, cold shoulder, y'all.
It's you with the... No.
It's... that Fae wasn't the only Lady of Winter up in here.
Okay, so, I don't know about Mirror Bar. I am okay with going through Fell Pass. I know it's very dangerous.
What if we fall at Fell Pass?
I don't think that's the most dangerous thing on Fell Pass. I could be wrong. But if we fall, don't fall.
Is there any reason that we can't just take the road? We've been fighting lots of things lately. Maybe a nice little road trip would be nice.
We
We could get horses again. We haven't had horses in so long. I want horses again, Kaiser.
We had horses like never mind.
Yeah, but every time we get them, then we get rid of them like a day later. I just want a horse of my own, and I want it to be white, and I want to name it Princess, or maybe Ghost, or maybe Fog. I guess it depends what color it is.
Okay.
Rather take the Lookwood than Fell Pass.
I
Be
agree.
a little bit safer.
Probably a bit safer, maybe around the same time. Looking at the
It's
map here.
probably a bit slower, but at least better than going all the way around the road.
In terms, yeah, it's because at Fell Pass we'd have to go slower. Deceptively.
You do know that, Steiner, you're fine. You do know there is also a teleportation circle in your tar that links to Everlund that would save you at least some time.
Oh yeah, that would save time.
It would save you 218 miles worth of time.
Yeah, that's like a little bit of time. Yeah.
So if you made your way directly down to your tar, because you know as a former Harper, it's going to be a while to get there, and then you could teleport to Everlund.
Seems to be the best.
Yep.
Seems to be the best,
Yep.
because Mirabar is not really an option.
Not as such. You're pretty sure that the mage who mans the teleport
It's the one that
is
Yeah,
Mr.
no, I think
Eager.
that just makes sense. Yeah.
It's Mr.
Okay.
Eager. You have a feeling.
in case you're curious.
Yeah. Not the best of options. Less than ideal, to be sure.
How about that, Kaiser? Do you want to go through Lurkwood to Yatar? We can teleport over to Everland from there.
Sounds fine. I can get a few things on the way, maybe practice another skill.
Yeah, we'll pass a few towns as well.
Any objections?
No.
Alright.
No, but are any of you familiar with these Lurkwards? I am personally not, so.
Lurkwood. Once we get past it to the Evermoors, I'm quite familiar. I didn't think I'd return here, though. But the Lurkwood, that's where we'll have to keep our eyes out. For whatever. I don't know what lies within the wood. Could be any manner of dangerous creature. Group of individuals looking to find their fortune on the road. A number of beings could inhabit the wood. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. Ugh.
Alright. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. You are going to press on through the Lurkwood, and hopefully you don't get into no trouble. You know what I'm saying? I know I have a track for this because
There's nothing lurking there.
Yikes.
the puns are.
I wish I
out.
died in that fall.
Okay. So, let's just get our shit straight here. Your next stop in civilized world is Mornbin Shield, which is a village. It is 190 miles away, which means it's about 7 days travel. 6.5, 7 days travel. To Morbin's Shield through the Lurkwood. Okay?
Is the Shining White a city, or what is that?
It is not. It is a burial mound.
Oh.
It is a we'll get to that whenever you come by it. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. So as you enter into the Lurkwood, this is a forest. Most of the forests are ancient in this landscape, especially like the High Forest is by far. So the High Forest, Crypt Garden, Westwood, these kind of forests are ancient and old. Lurkwood is a bit on the younger side. This is still a forest that has probably been here for thousands of years. As you enter, it's similar to the Neverwinter Wood when you traveled to hear the prophecy from the hag. But instead, the creatures are a little less menacing. They're a little less gnarled, and they're a little less monstrous and dire. And even as you travel, most of them are giving you a wide berth. And you're actually able to make it out of the Lurkwood without any complications. Takes you a few days. You then move on this kind of roughly hewn... It's not even really a proper road. It might even be you're walking along the embankment of a river, it actually looks like. As you part away from the Lurkwood after about a day or so, on 2 days after the Lurkwood, you come around a burial mound, a sacred site known as the Shining White. There appears to be, these kind of plundered cairns, these cairns that have been shattered and broken open, these burial sites. A ruined altar and a very tall white rock that kind of overlooks all of it. And you can see that this once sacred site has been pillaged and ruined.
So it's a ruin at this point.
It was used to be a burial site. It has now been destroyed and plundered and pillaged and broken open. You can see that whoever was here came in and got something, and whatever they dug up was big.
Mm-hmm.
Was real big.
Well,
Just kind of like touch the white rock. Say that. Looks like maybe piece of the wound.
yeah. You've seen this before.
As you touch the white rock, there's just this kind of nothing. But it doesn't feel like you're touching a stone. It feels like you're touching a dead body. It's like the life that used to be here is gone. And in that way, it mirrors very much the way you feel now when you touch your own skin. There's nothing here.
Let's move on.
Okay. You move on for a few more days, and are at the 7th day you enter the town of Morbin's Shield. Morbin's Shield. Let's see what's interesting about this town. I was reading up on it. It is a village on the western fringes of the Evermoors, as you can say. It takes its name from the rocky Horseshoe Ridge that forms a natural rampart along the west and south sides of the settlement. So kind of like that. It gives it a kind of defensive, position against the Subran Hills. It is an unremarkable village otherwise, a lot of thatched roofs, a few stone homes, a simple village of probably several hundred people, maybe 1,000, upward of the thousands. I would say a few hundred people. No notable or famous inns, just, very simple frontier living out here in Morbin's Shield. You're all able to make reasonable accommodations. Excuse me. You're all able to make reasonable accommodations at the inn if you so choose. The one thing you do see is that some of the houses have obviously been destroyed or smashed in, and recently there was some kind of recent fire here on the easterly side of the village that does not enjoy the defenses of Morbin's Shield, the Horseshoe.
When we're at the inn, Aubrey would probably ask the innkeeper about the destroyed houses and the fire.
The innkeeper would reply to you that, unfortunately, a few days ago, some fire giants making their way north stopped in Morbin's Shield and laid into the town. They were repelled by some very valiant warriors from Uttar who rode in like shining knights on the back of their war horses. And these mercenaries were able to at least repel the fire giants, who then moved northward.
All right. Has there been any other activity of giants in the area?
They say there was a troll then a few nights after that, but these warriors from Yatar were able to repel them.
All right. Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. Lucius, as you have been traveling towards Morbin's Shield, you can kind of feel the drow woman, her position change pretty drastically. And she is now kind of coming from as you've been moving towards Morbin's Shield, she's been moving north towards you from your Tar's position.
So she was like a southeast, and now she's coming more north.
Yep, she went from being far east to south east.
To then now
directly
coming
south.
Us.
Yep.
Okay. While we're here, I think Lucius would go try and buy another just long cloak like the one he has, but just like a ragged brown cloak. And I think Lucius would actually shave his facial hair and wash out the red dye that he has in his hair.
Yeah, by the way, we have this +2 breastplate. Would anyone like it? It's been sitting in my bags. I don't want to carry it.
I don't think I can wear medium armor, so...
Or am I just selling this bitch?
I think that's all you, or it's
I'm not wearing it. So...
Can artificers wear medium armor?
He likes
the rest of us are on light armor.
He likes his breastplates cursed.
True.
Prefers it.
Can in fact wear medium armor.
I can, in fact, also wear medium armor, so
okay.
D&D Beyond says.
Wow. Druids can. Can you wear metal, though? I can't remember.
No.
Breastplate's metal, yeah.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Here you go, Aubrey. Have this +2 breastplate. Have fun.
In 3 levels, I would take that, but I don't want it now.
The +2 breastplate on D&D Beyond.
Yep. As you settle into the night for the inn, now kind of west of the Evermore is this kind of horrid marsh. The rain has come and a storm settles in. The inn is very crowded now as people seek refuge from the road. And you can feel the drow woman get closer and closer as the late night approaches.
Like close now, or still like 100 miles off?
More like a mile away.
Oh, okay. Well, I would pull Kaiser aside.
Matthew, just before this happens, is there any galaxy in any place and anywhere along this path I could have bought a splint armor? I have the currency to do so.
You could buy some in Morbid's Shield.
Pulling you.
Okay.
Matthew.
Alright.
That's me.
I would pull Kaiser aside, and I'd say, your mother's about a mile away from us now. She's closing in fast. Do you think she comes for you?
It is possible it's for me, but I wouldn't bet on it. If it is for me, it's probably just ask me to do something. Or to gain some sort of information of our powers.
I should warn the others that the drow woman approaches.
Yes.
And I will go around and warn the rest that the drow woman is within a mile. She approaches rapidly.
Oh no.
Nods at the information.
Just be prepared. I don't know what she wants.
Is there anything we should do in preparation for her arriving? To be prepared for perhaps combat of sorts or something?
Prepared to take her down.
Okay.
I don't think we can, but we'll try.
Do we want to set a trap for her, maybe? If she's as powerful as we all think she is, then maybe she doesn't know that we know that she's coming, and we should set a trap.
We can try, but knowing her, I think she's smart enough to see through most of the stuff we could set up.
Like, what if we put pillows in our beds and make it look like we're sleeping, and then we go and find an inn across the street and watch her go into the room and kill us, but then it won't be us, it'll just be pillows.
It's like the opening to Lord of the Rings.
What is that? What do you speak, Kaiser?
That when the ring wraiths go into the inn and start stabbing the pillows.
Yeah, you haven't seen that film.
Great
You've
story.
read that book? It's crazy.
Or maybe we could do we know what she's after? Maybe we could use one of ourselves as bait.
I mean,
I feel like that's a very obvious
the
trick,
easiest.
though. I feel like the bed was a much better idea, and she never
I
would see
don't
that
think it was.
coming.
I don't think it was. I don't know about that one. Going to be honest, I don't know if we can just I honestly don't believe we can beat her this time.
What if we just leave right now and run in the opposite direction?
Why would she not just follow us?
Maybe, but maybe it's advantageous for us to meet her in the woods versus in a town where she may have allies. Is she after? Who is she after?
I don't even know if she's coming for us.
She could just be
She's
passing by.
Well, yeah, you said that you would want to use yourself as bait. Why do you think she's after you, Kaiser? Why do you think you'd be the best bait?
It's already been said that it is my mother, if you remember.
No, I thought you said that it didn't. I thought you didn't say that.
Nope. In the questionnaire from the what is it? The Allfather. It said it was my mother.
Oh yeah. Wait, you literally just said not to tell Kaiser not to tell us about your mother. Anyway.
No, that wasn't it. It was about wanting to kill my mother.
Oh, fine. Okay.
What do you suggest that we do, Kaiser? You are the tactical one here.
Knowing her, we can try to fight her now, but I can't say that we would all live. I think until we get stronger, it is best to let her pass. But if you would like to try, I don't think I am trying to save her out of all of us. I'd like to clash with her one of the most, but I think she's stronger than us.
I'm
now.
out standing in the rain waiting for her coming in whatever direction, just staring off into that direction.
Okay.
Where Lucius
Lucius
go?
kind of weird.
Getting killed will do that to you.
Lucius kind of weird.
Okay. In this very heavy rainfall, your vision is kind of obscured, but you do see this kind of carriage sloshing through the muddy roads, kind of arduously. A relatively working class carriage master brings it to in front of the inn. And when the doors open, out steps a kind of elderly woman with very pale skin, white hair that's tied back into a knot. She wears kind of merchant class kind of robes, and she has some sails and wares accompanying her. A kind of strapping gentleman who also has very, very pale skin and white tucked back hair accompanies her. He's kind of tall, and he walks with her. You can feel the heat resonate from her body, as this is the Drow woman in an impeccable disguise.
So I'm just standing in front of basically this carriage that comes to a stop, and I just kind of look at her as she enters towards the inn.
She, hobbling, looks over at you, and then just keeps walking and walks into the inn. As she enters the inn, the party inside don't even notice. They don't even take notice of this woman entering the inn.
I go to walk back into the inn.
And she makes her way past and goes upstairs with the gentleman, checking in to a room.
And I go sit with the party.
Like I said, I don't know if we can defeat her right now. How long till she's here, Lucius?
She's upstairs.
Well, shit.
Did you see the elderly woman walk in?
Okay.
She had an escort.
That was her.
That was her.
Might have been, if not the one we saw in the dwarven stronghold.
Similar to, for sure.
Why would she be here? If it's to talk... I don't
We're at the
know.
same room tonight. I will watch over you.
Alright. Just know she could probably be listening to us right now.
We can ask her what she wants.
Well, let's
Can't
get
hear
some-
you, May.
Alyssa just starts like, upon hearing him say that she can hear us right now, Alyssa just starts like, under her breath, just like insulting and like swearing, just like a steady stream of like really bad insults.
Well, let's get some sleep.
Okay. Did you all go to get some sleeps?
I believe you wanted to be in the same room. Maybe look kind of weird when everyone enters that room, but
Zane,
does not enter the room.
yeah, no, Zane gets his own room.
Zane's dead. Bye, Zane.
I feel like we're not. I feel like Aubrey and I are in our own room, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
Hey, Geyser doesn't seem that worried about this, so we chill.
Yeah, you guys don't seem that worried about it. I'm trying to leave the town. You guys are like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, okay.
Well, I will watch the hall that they're in.
I'll
Pull up a
sit in the
chair.
hallway.
Pull up a chair. Smoke a pipe.
Okay.
You're Aragorn.
He's gonna go in my room, probably.
And I have blind sight.
You sure do. Midway through the night, are you attempting to hide in this hallway?
I'm sitting in a chair.
Midway through the night, you do see the old woman creep out of her room. She kind of stops for a moment as she sees you sitting there smoking a pipe, and she gives you a very gentle and genial nod. It seems so authentic, like this is a completely different person. She nods.
Nod back.
She waddles away and goes downstairs. Kaiser, you eventually start feeling that kind of pull that you once did before, this presence in your mind and in your heart, beckoning you downstairs.
Kaiser will sigh as he knew this was happening, so he wasn't asleep. So, walk out of the room, see Lucius, and he'll nod to him.
I'll say, I might come with.
If you must, I'll probably tell you what she tells me, but I just worry for your safety if you go down there. She obviously brought this man for a reason.
Lucius, you feel your body stand up
Yeah,
and your legs, like a marionette, start to be pushed forward.
I go downstairs.
And Lucius
instead of it
follows you.
forcing me, I'll comply.
Okay.
Go.
Once you do, you get re-control of your faculties, and you follow Kaiser down. You see the old woman sitting at the table. Her eyes widen ever so slightly as she sees Lucius come down with her Kaiser. But she puts out her hands like this, beckoning you to sit down. There's only one chair.
I'll stand.
I'll sit down.
She looks up at Lucius. She looks down to Kaiser. She looks back up at Lucius. How'd you know?
It's a bit obvious.
Your group may be salvageable after all. Did you find what you were looking for in the mountains?
In a way, yes.
So you know everything that's transpiring?
Yes.
And what do you make of it?
I just have a question. Do you think you are beyond redemption?
She kind of gives a very wicked smile.
I'll kind of bling my Everlight necklace that I got from the priest. I'm gonna put it outside of my clothes.
I do believe I'm beyond redemption. But that doesn't stop me from trying.
I see what you're planning to do here, to take advantage or maybe even work with the giants.
Work with the giants, and why would I want to do that?
It's pretty obvious. I mean, a large part of Drow wish to control the surface to get revenge.
Yes, they do. But if I help the giants, if I help Duke Zalto construct his Death Titan, his War Maker, how does that advance my cause? She kind of narrows her eyes at you, as if the question is a question a teacher might ask a student.
There is a few things I could see. One, to be Queen of the Ashes is not unreasonable. Two, your ultimate goal is not this surface. Three, you would forsake the giants and take the Death Titan for yourself.
And how would I go about taking the Death Titan for myself?
You're resourceful. You're smart. All it takes is social manipulation of the giants. They all at some point hate each other. And all it takes is one missing king.
The Vondendad nears completion. Duke Zalto has everything he wants for and more. And when he marches his armies west, in what will be this with the Vondendad, with what will be the single greatest army ever constructed since the fall of Old Astoria, the human cities will have to muster their forces. Unfortunately for them, there's also dragons in our midst. Ancient and powerful foes. It'll be a bloodbath.
And the small surface dwellers will not survive, I assume. Humans, dragon-born, elves.
No. The giants' forces will be greatly diminished. That is... She kind of kicks back. Unless someone has the ability to stop them before they prosecute their war. Cut them out, root and stem. But with the giants dead, the dragons become an even greater threat.
It's a pendulum of pressure on each other, checks and balances, dragons and giants.
We're operating at the margins here, the fringes. You may disapprove of my methods, but I assure you what I offer is a better path than what your mystic in those hills was able to give you. The Vondendad is being constructed with Magira the Dawn Titan. Every weld, every rivet, every plate of armor is suffused with her very being. I control Magira. I control the Vondendad.
So, you would wish for us to go to the Iron Slag to stop the fire giants, and you would reap the rewards of the Dawn Titan.
That is exactly what would have happened had I not come to you here and now. The Vondendad is ancient and powerful. It's an instrument of war and death. One person, even one as powerful as I am, as clever and commanding as I am, I cannot hope to control it forever. And even as great as craftsmen as the fire giants believe themselves to be, the construction of this Vondendad will only be temporary. They do not have the requisite parts to permanently forge this construct. I am here to help you. I am here to save lives. That is why I tried to keep the dwarves. That is why I asked you to keep people away from my operation. That is why I asked for you to keep your friends out of my hair while I stole the Dawn Titan out from under Brunor Battlehammer. I need you, and I need your friends. You're my son. I left you on this surface world so you could thrive, apart from the cruelties of Loth and the savagery of Menzoberranzan. The five of you, together, can take Iron Slag and use the Vondendad to annihilate Duke Zalto's armies from the inside out. And she holds out a brilliant red fiery gem that's inlaid in this golden this golden setting with this necklace. She sets it down on the table. And she slides it across, and there's this horrible kind of
I'll just do this single one insight check.
Okay.
I also I didn't want to interrupt the RP, but when she was saying stuff like I'm just trying to save people,
Yeah.
desperately wanted to insight check there.
One of the first things she's told me is don't trust people.
Do I get to roll one just
Yep.
for the whole
Yep.
thing?
Go ahead and you can both roll insight checks. I don't get too down on insight checks.
Yeah, I just did not want to interrupt that beautiful RP match.
Ginormous.
Huge. Okay.
19.
That's
19.
way more ginormous. I'm like, wow, she brings some good points.
You both believe that she's being sincere.
What is this stone? There's necklace.
It's the control gem. Your father created it. The sorcerer that I travel with.
I believe you told me he was dead, no?
I lied.
Why does he not approach me?
He doesn't know what to say.
This one time, I will take you at face value, and I'll pick up this control gem. Put it in my backpack. I don't throw it. I don't know why I did that. But I need strength. As I am now, I do not feel confident against Zolta. As we are now, I do not feel confident.
What more do you need?
For this type of strength, the amount, as much as you can give me.
There are things I could teach you. Is that what you want? Or is there something you would like to hear?
For now, teaching is fine.
She stands up. She kind of looks down at you. I'm sorry that I couldn't take you with. I'm sorry.
After she says that, I assume Kaiser would break for a second. You'd break for just a split second and go back to stone.
I'm sorry that the war split us apart. But I'm not going to let this one take you from me. She then, her eyes drift over to Lucius. She kind of stares at Lucius in the eyes.
Just got my pipe. Just look back at her. I have one hand behind my back, the other on the pipe.
You can see her kind of recognize something in your eyes. And then she looks down back at Kaiser. There's no time for lessons. And then she rears back and punches you in the face.
Yeah.
And you kind of go tumbling.
I pull out my blade.
She just kind of smiles.
Kaiser.
I know. I put away my blade. I'm not gonna win.
It's because you're thinking too small. But you're starting to learn. Go to sleep. You'll feel better in the morning.
I'll go upstairs.
As
I'll wait for Lucius, actually.
I'm still just standing there.
As you go up to the stairs, Kaiser, you stop at the landing as the gentleman in his disguise stands there. He just stares at you. And
I walk past him.
He just moves to the side and lets you go past him.
I'm still at the bottom of the stairs, but just standing watching.
The gentleman comes down the stairs and stands on the other side of you. He looks at you. Are you,
I look back.
are you getting tired?
Nah, I think I'll stay up.
He walks over to Anavet, the drow woman. He holds out his hand. Looks back at Lucius. He looks over at Anavet and he says, that one's not to be trusted. Anavet looks at you. She says, something tells me I'll be seeing this one again.
Hopefully not soon.
For your sake. And there's this as they teleport away.
Kind of stop resisting as my arm throws a dagger at the wall where she was. The arm that was behind my back.
Yep. Kind of in the wall. And that's where I'll end tonight's session.
Bum bum bum. Okay.
Hey guys, Tom here. Playing, running it back with the drought fighter. You know how it is. Bang bang.
Hey,
Yeah. Well, had Mage Slayer. Didn't really do much there, but someday I might do some. But favorite part, Tom's favorite part was probably Lucius dying at the beginning. I enjoyed that, but my favorite part is probably the talk at the end.
So what's the difference between Tom's favorite part and my favorite part?
Because there's like a like a part of me that thinks that that his death, like being so ridiculous, like a goddamn skit, shouldn't be my favorite part, but it is.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
I can't believe you rolled a natural one.
Yeah, it's like I told you, man. I was like, I'm not mad. If that's how it ended, that's how it ended, man. That was alright.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you don't roll that one. Oh.
When the second you said that, Matt,
jinxed the
I didn't
fuck
say
out of
anything,
it.
but I knew because like we know my dice roll luck. Like, we know. Like,
we know.
I knew it was an at one. I
Saw
knew
the
it was
ones
gonna
like
be- I was so prepared for it. I was so prepared for it.
That was a lot. That was a crazy series of events, like the failed everything.
Yeah. No, I knew going in. I knew. But yeah. Tom, is that all for your?
No.
Okay.
My name's Tom. I played Drow Fighter, Kaiser. Twitch and Twitter, Tom Sir Hots. I do nothing. Writing a book, but who cares? Next, please. Crowan.
Oh,
Alright, Crowan's
hello.
next.
My name is Crowan. I mostly play TFT, but I do D&D stuff too. As I was just on this show. Wowee, quite the episode. Speaking of that, my favorite part probably was, I think, Kaiser's explanation of vengeance to Lucius. I think that was very interesting.
That was sick.
I enjoyed it. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Crowan. Next, please, is Faye.
Oh, hello. I am Faye. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Faye, where I do everything TFT related, and I also do lots of D&D, including being on the show on Fridays. Favorite moments? I mean, the whole like resurrection thing with Lucius was that was a good moment. In specific, I guess the implications of later on of this resurrection are definitely looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
Sure isn't great.
Big relate.
That's it for me. Tell us about yourself, Casa.
Hi, I'm Casanova. You may know me from playing Lucius Cavaliers on Fridays with Dice Priori during Big Boy season. If not, you probably can find me on Casanova Hots on Twitter and Twitch, where I play Legends of Runeterra. My favorite part, wow. Yeah, it has to be the whole resurrection thing, but like it's very hard to pick a specific part of it, because I mean I really couldn't decide, Matt. I was on the fence on whether or not to take it, and that just shows how bad of a deal you offered me.
Pretty trash deal, Matt. Like a Shark Tank deal for sure.
Yeah, well,
but I like the path that I think it's gonna go, and I'm really interested to see how it's gonna turn out, because I think basically what we've done is we've ripped half of Lucius out of it and replaced it with cold, empty Dark Fae.
yep, correct.
And that's something I'm excited to explore that. So I think that's just really cool. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I would love to hear from May on her stuff.
Oh God. Hi, I'm May. I played Alisa Selinari in this campaign on Dice Priori that we do on Friday nights. So you can find me here if you like are into that. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Wait, yeah, those are the two things. At Maybe Buzz, where I just post random stream of consciousness things and make people vote on things, because that's just been my thing lately. The resurrection thing. Sorry, that's my fault. I brought us there. But I feel like it was, for me, it was really cool because it was like, Alisa like didn't care, right? Like she's childish enough that like she would be like, yeah, whatever, any consequence, like I'll just do it. It's worth it because she doesn't want to lose somebody again. And that like if he didn't come back or like if she couldn't do it, that was going to be like a whole other like thing
A
that
whole
you'd have to
thing.
explore. Yeah. We'd have like emo 16-year-old and like that would be that'd be fun. But we don't have that. We now have this thing which is pretty cool too, because maybe consequences, right?
Consequences.
I don't know her.
So yeah, I thought it was really cool. It was like a fun moment to sort of really think about like what Alisa would do and do that.
Nice. You have to.
And what about you?
Yeah, there you go.
What about you?
To tee me off. Hi, I'm me. Hello, hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter, Friendster, MySpace, and Napster.
Napster.
and IQC. I am a dungeon master and player here over on Dice Priori. I stream 3 times a week. Good times. Laundry day. My favorite moment, God, this was I thought we were just gonna like get to like the top of Iron Slag, fight some fire elementals, just like and then like I'm like trying to like set the D&D Beyond overlay up, and then like Lucius dies, and I'm like, hang on, let me set this up, let me deal with this. Just like and I'm like, oh fuck, and it's like taking my brain a minute to like dial into what the hell is happening, because I'm just running off of autopilot because I run so much D&D, and then I'm like, okay, my player character's dead. This character's dead. Okay, what the hell's happening? Okay, the infernal stuff. Okay, oh no, they're gonna try to get May's friends to intervene, and the May's like, my friends can intervene. I'm like, oh no, okay, all right, but my very specific moment that really got me, you all killed it on the role play, but when Kaiser was like talking about like the pit in his stomach and the way he knows that he might have to kill his mom based on everything he knows, I was like, that is dark, but that was really good. I clipped it. So that's the whole kit and caboodle, folks. We're just going to go ahead and call it there, and check us back next week. Follow, subscribe if you can. Be sure to check out our giveaway on Twitter that we got going on. It's a really good giveaway. Y'all have a good one, and you have a nice night. Bye.